Hi everyone, my name is Justine Deutschlander. I'm a Student Services Advisor here at SDI. Today I want to just go over some time management strategies to help you with being successful in school. So a few strategies we're going to cover today is planning ahead. Of course, we all have hectic schedules, and then, combining them with all the daily distractions we have, it can easily get in the way of finishing up tasks. So a few things to help with that is to set up a virtual office and workspace, be prepared with everything you need for your class, blocking out distractions, setting appointments with yourself using your Google Calendar or other types of calendars. Avoid multitasking, rewarding yourself, taking breaks every 45 to 50 minutes, and then, of course, getting a good night's sleep. The first time management strategy we're going to discuss is setting up your virtual office/workspace. It's very important to have a designated workspace. And with SDI, we're a little unique in the sense of you're going to be doing some paper writing and reading and something that's going to require you to be in front of a computer. And then we have our hands-on projects. So you're going to need a space that is safe for you to be able to complete those hands-on projects that you'll have throughout your program. Keeping that space very organized is also important. Being prepared with everything that you need, so having all of your supplies for your labs, your computer charged and ready to go, your books available, whether that's downloaded or having that physical textbook next to you. And then, of course, eliminating distractions. So setting up that workspace to be quiet, where all of your distractions are away from you. Of course, other than firearms, they could be a distraction, but they're a lot of fun and you need them for your classes. The next strategy is avoiding multitasking. So recent research completed by Joshua Rubinstein from the Federal Aviation Administration and David Meyer and Jeffrey Evans from the University of Michigan has demonstrated that switching from one task to the next takes a serious toll on productivity. Multitaskers have more trouble tuning out distractions than people who focus on one task at a time. Also, doing so many different things at once can actually impair cognitive ability. In one 2009 study, Stanford University researcher Clifford Nass found that people who were considered heavy multitaskers were actually worse at sorting out relevant information from irrelevant details. So just try your best to make sure that you're not multitasking and just going with one task at a time. Another strategy is getting a good night's sleep. Daytime sleepiness, sleep deprivation, irregular sleep schedules, they're all highly prevalent among college students, as 50% report daytime sleepiness and 70% attain insufficient sleep. The consequences of sleep deprivation and daytime sleepiness are especially problematic to college students and can result in lower grade point averages, increased risk of academic failure, compromised learning, impaired moods, and an increased risk of even motor vehicle accidents. So you can see there's some student sleep statistics. 73 out of 102 students said that they felt they performed inadequately on an assignment or an exam due to lack of sleep. So some tips for a better sleep is have a regimen for your day. Put your phone on silent, exercise regularly, listen to some relaxing music, take a bath, milk and honey before bed, sleep in cool temperatures, and even doing an evening walk. Another strategy is taking breaks. So it's very important to take a break every 45 to 50 minutes, whether that's for 10, 15 minutes, setting an alarm for yourself, whether that's on your phone or a clock somewhere in your home, just having that set to remind you, hey, you've just worked for 45 minutes. Now it's time to take that break. And then you can even set that alarm for the break so that you don't get distracted and make sure you get back to your work. Taking a break increases productivity, it refreshes your concentration, and it even lowers stress. So some ideas for taking breaks are going for a walk or exercising, having a snack, drinking some coffee, meditating, listening to music, or even playing with your guns, but for fun, not doing schoolwork. Another really important strategy that I actually use myself is setting appointments with yourself. And what I mean by that is you go to the doctor and you call them up, you set that appointment, and then you make sure that you go. And so this is kind of that same thing. Setting a time, whether it's every single day, every other day, a couple times a week, however it is that works in your schedule, but setting that time that is yours for school and putting that on some sort of calendar so you remember. And then if someone, let's say, invites you to dinner, you look at your calendar, and if it says school time, you might want to suggest a different time and say, well, I got an appointment with myself at that time. Let's do XYZ time. So really making sure you're sticking to that. And there's a variety of different types of calendars out there. You can use a physical paper calendar. You can use your phone, different types of spreadsheets. And there's also apps out there. And then with your Gmails that you have, your student email, there is also a Google Calendar on there. And what I have pictured here is what the Google Calendar looks like. So what I want to do is go ahead and show you how to access and utilize your Google Calendar. So this is my email, my student email, and I'm going to go up here to the top right, and you'll see this little waffle looking icon. We'll click on that, and then you'll find the calendar icon and click there. And then that is going to bring up our calendar. And I have created here an example of a calendar. And so I know my work hours. I put them here on my calendar to know no schoolwork can happen during that time. And then I went ahead and blocked off different times. For me, I like to work a little bit every day on my schoolwork. I work better that way and I feel less stressed. Everyone has their own ways, and so you need to develop that schedule and what works best for you and everything else that you have going on in your life outside of school. So to create an appointment on your calendar, you can click either anywhere, or if you want to click in the specific time on that day, you just click on it and it'll bring up this page. So you can add a title. I put schoolwork, and then I will put which class that I want to work on. So we'll put TT 100. And then you can pick the date and the times. You can also determine if you want this to be reoccurring. And then you can also opt for notification, where it'll either pop up, like if you have this on your phone, it'll give you a notification, or it'll send you an email, and you can put when you want to be notified that that appointment is coming up. You can color coordinate. And then you can also add a description. So one thing I like to do, being that I like to work a little bit every day, I will put which assignment I want to work on. And you can really work this however it works best for you. You don't have to utilize all these features, but just a nice way to give you a little bit more detail. So then you go ahead and click Save, and you can see here, it is now added to my calendar. And that's how it is for all of these. They're all schoolwork, different times that were blocked out. So that is how you can set some appointments with yourself. Like I said, utilize a variety of different types of calendars, whichever you find works best for you. Now, all these strategies you learned about, I feel one of the most important ones is rewarding yourself, because you work so hard on school each and every day within your life, your family life, your work life, and no matter what you do, you should always reward yourself. As it states here, it's important to reward yourself because your brain produces positive emotions, which leads to the realization that your efforts result in a positive reward. Even a small reward is a great motivator, so maybe a coffee break or walking around the block or even buying yourself a new gun. So rewarding yourself for all types of victories will make the world of difference. So you can set up to reward yourself for getting all of your week work done, or for getting an assignment done, or completing the class successfully, whatever it may be. Choose what you want to reward yourself for and stick to that. And that is all the time management strategies that we have today. If you have any questions or need any assistance throughout your time with us, please don't hesitate to reach out to your student services advisor. And most importantly, have fun, learning, and enjoy.